Inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
The kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. Fielded in the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
2 yards on the pickup.
From the 27, Roethlisberger. Ebron caught left side.
Roethlisberger's pass.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
On third down, Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
On fourth down, here comes the Steeler punter, Jordan Berry, to kick it away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over.
The Steelers' 40-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. A gain of 6 there on first.
And 4 at the 34-yard line.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell.
Number 26.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first.
That's good.
That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
First down, Mahomes gets this one to Hill. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards, the pickup there.
17-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up
able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The first carry now for Benny Snell. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
13 yards.
Now Roethlisberger.
Steelers.
And that one falls incomplete. Try to dump it underneath. Now 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Tano passing yo. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit him. And this kick will be touched down as they spot it inside the 45-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone.
bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, the big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. They'll go with Snell here on 1st down. Credit the tackle to Tano Passigno. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Short little throw to Ebron. That catch good for only a couple. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Snell on the shotgun handoff. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. They'll run here with Connor. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Gain on the play leads to 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
2nd down and goal. Roethlisberger. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Complete to James Carter.
From 4 yards out. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
5-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it with Bell. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
The ball carrier.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be taken down at the 34. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Mahomes firing complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs have tied it, and they can take the lead with the extra point. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? I know it sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short.
The tackle by Damian Wilson.
Trying to run for it with Snell. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
3rd down. And 6 yards to go.
Now it's Roethlisberger. He wants it all for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Roethlisberger's pass intercepted. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And down he'll go at the 25. That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And 1.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And the lane closes quickly for Bell, and he did not make it. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Here's Mahomes to throw. Quick slant to Hill. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
2-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Bell. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And 8 at the Steelers' 30-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 20-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
Not the kind of game that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Edwards-Helaire. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
Less than a yard.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And Mahomes is going to keep it. And he's going to bolt his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6.
Makes the score Chiefs 14, Steelers 6. Harrison Butker to kick.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll run with Snell. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Ready? 180. Check, 50. 77.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Ebron caught left side. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. On 1st and 10 is counter. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 2nd down, it's Snell.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
All right, now. White 80. 0.
Here's Snell. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Damian Wilson on the tackle.
He'll look to throw. Short little throw to Ebron. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. A run for Snell. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
At the 24-yard line.
Trying to get it with Snell. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. The 4th down run successful. Now they'll look to pay it off on 1st down. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Samuels again. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now the Steelers use the 1st of their 3 timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
3rd down.
Here's Snell on 3rd down. And he gets in just in the nick of time, so they get the touchdown they need. Now they need a 2-point conversion to tie it.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this 2-point conversion. Roethlisberger to throw. This is caught. And he is not going to reach the goal line. They were forced to go for it down 2, but the defense rises to the occasion, and they hold on to their lead.
The kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Oh, I think they got it. Yes, the Steelers have it. A field goal will do it for them. They got the onside kick that they needed here. We'll see if they can do the rest.
Some teams are just not comfortable waiting to see what happens. Some teams like to force the action. That's exactly what we saw with this onside kick.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. From just shy of midfield, Roethlisberger incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Chase Claypool, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. He's back to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clenched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. One last shot for Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it. And this one's over. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL. With that, we say